My dear friend Yajiro, the gruesome, horrible story he told me. Now he explained the depraved display of indecent violence and disgust. How I laughed and called him an imbecile for telling me this. How he ran out with angry tears of pure rage in his eyes. I should have believed him. Now I fell victim because of a show he and I enjoyed so much watching. I'm sorry, dear friend, I should have believed and listened to you. I feel afraid and paranoid, and I guess I deserve it for not being a better pal. Hello, my name is Wayne. I attend the same class as Yajiro. Yajiro and I were decent friends and would normally chill out together. We would ride our skateboards, have movie nights, and prank kids whom we didn't find super kind. One day, he called me on the phone explaining how he saw a cursed Loud House episode showcasing the deaths of all the Loud sisters. I replied with, "Dude, you're joking, man," and I laughed. Yojiro was somehow breathing heavily and sounded as if he were held hostage. I only dismissed this as some sick phone call, but seemed that he was feeling awfully traumatized. The Loud House was a show I really liked too. In fact, I was the one to introduce my friend to the show. I was starting to feel super concerned for my friend whenever he passed me. He would glare at me with angry eyes. He would pass me frequently because he and I live extremely close to each other. Now I'm going to share my horrifying experience. So please, as always, sit back, grab some pizza, and enjoy. It was a cloudy Friday afternoon. My house was chilly and I was alone with my 7-year-old sister. I was extremely bored, not knowing what to do. I got on my phone and chatted with my friends. I was in a group call with 3 of my buddies and one other guy I didn't know. What creeped me out was that one guy kept on trying to talk with me and none of my friends. He said, "Wayne, stop watching the Loud House, you will ruin your life," and left. I thought, wow, how retarded was that guy, but then to regret even thinking that way in the first place. I love the Loud House very much, and why would I want to stop watching it? Later that night, I got pizza for me and my sister to eat for dinner, along with 7-Up. After my little sister went to bed along with the rest of the family, I texted my girlfriend, "Good night, I love you," and went downstairs to the TV. It was around 11:45 p.m. I turned the TV on, but to see that Nickelodeon was playing. I was weirded out because I always thought that Nickelodeon ended at this time along with Cartoon Network. I then saw on the other corner of the screen that a special episode of the Loud House was going to be playing. I was like, oh boy, this is sweet. Loud House still playing? Yeah. But that excitement was slowly fading to paranoia, fear. The cheerful Loud House theme played with the normal intro playing. The intro was normal with nothing out of place, but the episode name and the title card seemed rather questionable. The episode was titled Missing Lola Case, with no picture for the title card. The episode started with Lena waking up in the morning to see her twin not in her princess bed, surrounded with Lola's stuffed plush toys and pictures of her. Lena looked shocked to see her twin was missing. I myself was pretty concerned because this seemed like something that wouldn't be playing on a show intended for children. Lena then ran out of the room. She shared with Lola and said Lola is missing. The rest of the Loud House family came out of their rooms and said, oh no. During this particular scene, 2 + 2 = 5 by Radiohead was playing. It gave quite a sad and disturbing vibe knowing how Radiohead was rather sad themed band. The scene cuts to the outside view of the house and Lena is crying hard. Lena said, I called her a little nuisance who should just go kill herself. I was blown back at this. I was full of utter shock, anger, and just empty of any sympathy or patience. Why the fucking hell would Lena say something like that? The worst part of the scene was how Lori and all her sisters comforted her. I thought to myself, if I were there and Lena were to tell me that, I would have slapped her. Anyhow, after this scene, it automatically shows Lena hanging from a rope dead. The most disturbing part about it was her eyes were wide open with dried blood on her lip. The scene out of nowhere showed Adolf Hitler making a speech on making Germany a better nation while the Nazi anthem played. During this scene, the image of Lena's dead corpse flashed while the video played. I thought, why is Hitler in the loud house? After the horribly depraved, unnecessary, and just downright obscene clip played, it shows the Loud family all looking sad, putting up posters stating that Lola was missing. The whole Loud House family was then shown in the living room sobbing while Radiohead's Hail to There was playing. The episode was disturbing enough, but the last part was what explained why Lola was missing, and kept me awake through the rest of the night. It showed Lola, but she was beyond mangled. The art style was not cartoony like it was supposed to be. It looked awfully real. All the shading looked as if it was airbrushed. Lola was split in half and all her guts and entrails were spilling. At the same time, Lola was alive. Her eyes were on the ground, but they were facing me. The pure horror I was witnessing was sickening and repulsive. Lola's eyes began to move around while blood was still pouring out of her body. The screen then faded to black and there was white text that read, "Was that too gruesome for you?" If you will regret ever saying that. After the text, a random image of a mugshot was shown. The image was a disturbing looking Asian man who looks about in his 20s or 30s. Some eerie music was playing while the screams of children were heard. Then there was a message that was talking about missing children in my town. It all of a sudden turned into a news report. Rather than a cartoon show, the messages were saying, "Find this man, call this number," and before anything else was said, Lola's mangled body flashed once more, and it all shut to black. Well, I guess I deserve this trauma for laughing at my best friend's misery. Sorry, man, and I hope somebody finds that horribly grotesque looking Asian man. I remember how he looked, and if I ever saw him get near me or my family, I will break him. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a comment in the comment section down below for the other videos. I want you guys to leave me links for more stories, or maybe even write your own stories, put them on a website and then link me them, because I need more stories to be able to read. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in the last week. I had family from Florida here, I was spending time with them, so yeah. With all that said, this story was written by an anonymous fan, so I don't have a link for this, but I do have a link for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Snapchat down in the description below, so be sure to go check on those, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.